Not me. Hey everyone, my name is Americ from HappyCool and welcome to a brand new review of The Mentalist. This is season 6, episode 5, titled The Red Tattoo. So wow, there's a lot of stuff to talk about in this episode. But before we delve into what worked and what didn't work in this episode, let's talk about the story. So this whole thing starts out in a locked hotel room where a member of Visualize is found dead. At first we think it might be related to Visualize because Ray Hafner is brought in, but eventually we find out that the guy died because he suffered a wound while committing a murder, and that wound actually got worse later on as he was trying to hide the evidence. We also got a really big clue on Red John, who apparently has 3-dot tattoo on his left arm. Now on to what worked. First of all, let me congratulate the writers of The Mentalist for coming up with a fantastic mystery. I mean, a bona fide mystery where I could not figure this out. They really just had no clear suspects. I just couldn't figure out, like, how did this guy die? And the fact that Patrick managed to figure it out. I'm still not 100% clear on how he did it, but I'm glad that he did it, and it was pretty entertaining. Very well done. Very well done. And that's it for what worked in this episode. Unless we're talking about RJ. And in that case, let's move on to that. In our RJ edition, oh my god, I thought this was such a very interesting look at Ray Hafner. I mean, I do think that he's Red John. He's my #1 suspect, but I have to say, it feels like they wrote this episode to try to make me think the exact opposite. Because after watching this episode, I'm like, that's not Red John. Red John is like that. No, that is not Red John. He's angry, he's a bit of a douchebag, I have to say. He is a bit of a douchebag, and he just feels too impulsive. It's just not smart enough. So if it is Red John, that is the best acting I have ever seen, ever. Because no way the real Red John would act that way. So, a little bit weird, but I kind of liked it. It was kind of awesome. He's afraid of spiders. Don't you feel like the writers threw that in just to, like, mess with our heads? Maybe. I don't know anymore. What does it mean? What does it mean? Very interesting how they're also mentioning the fact that Stiles is missing. And if you guys saw the promo for next week's episode, we can see Stiles in one of the shots. So he's not dead. He's alive. He's there. But the fact that he's been missing for 5 episodes is a very interesting thing. Now, if they're trying to make it so that he's Red John and that's why you couldn't see him for 5 episodes, I'm still gonna be pissed off because I don't think it's him. Still too old, and someone would have to explain how this whole thing worked out, but yeah. And finally, the tattoo on the left arm. A big clue, guys. Definitely a big clue, and definitely something Patrick is going to use to narrow down his focus, which is why next week's episode is so exciting. I just can't wait to see how it's gonna all pan out. I just can't deal. My brain can't deal with this stuff. Can't. Now, on to what didn't work. Cause people, as much as I like this episode, and I really like this episode, there's a lot of stuff that did not work. #1, I know I said last week that I didn't mind, that didn't have a lot of Jizbin moments, but come on, there's a difference between not having a lot of Jizbin moments and having no Jizbin moments whatsoever. Come on guys, get it together. Give us something. I mean, come on. Okay, is it just me or talking about the Red John suspects out loud in the middle of everyone walking by? Such a smart thing. I mean, they weren't even whispering. I felt like, whoa, why are you all talking about this stuff? It's not a good idea. Not a good idea. No wonder he wanted to bug the place. I mean, geez. The reason they had for Hafner being inserted into the investigation was, how can I put this delicately? Thin? Yeah, let's go with thin. I mean, it would have made more sense if Visualize had put pressure on Bertram and Bertram had put pressure on Lisbon. I felt that would have made more sense, but the fact that Lisbon just had a letter from Lieutenant Governor was thin. Yeah, best I can say. Also, okay, Blondie trying to plant a listening device under Cho's desk was so freaking obvious. And then when Cho confronts her about it, And he's like, I'm gonna arrest you. And doesn't arrest her because apparently trying to bug the desk of a law enforcement officer is, you know, not a big deal as long as you apologize about it. Whoa, no, 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 no. You arrest her and you interrogate her and then you charge her. Those are things that you do. What? And finally, my last pet peeve is really with RJ himself. Now, I don't know if it's half new or not, but let's talk about the fact that he hired a private detective to try and bug the offices of the CBI. What? It doesn't make sense to me. Can someone please explain it for me? Because clearly I'm having trouble. I'm having really legit trouble explaining this because I don't see the benefit in how he did it. Unless it's a trick, unless he... I don't know. Comment below, let me know what you think. Just didn't quite make sense to me at all. Anyways, that's what I thought of this episode. Clearly, I really liked it. Also had big issues with it, but you know what? That is life. Sometimes you like something, sometimes you don't like other things. But overall, it was a solid episode, and I'm super, super excited for next episode when all 5 Red John suspects are gonna be in one place and Patrick will have a gun. But you know what? Enough about me. What did you think of this episode? Comment below, let me know. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, because guess what? I review The Mentalist every week. What? Insane, I know. Cray cray, cuckoo bananas. Yep, I don't have any more words to use after that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye. Oh man, that conversation between Cho and Rigsby, I was like, yeah, someone's getting killed. Because Rigsby is like, this is the happiest I've ever been. Ooh, no. Ooh, that doesn't sound good at all. That means that someone is going to get murked. And it's either going to be Rigsby or it's going to be Van Pelt. That's what I see right now. Yeah.